Hey, how you doing there, Cupertino Pioneers? This is Mr. Schloss, your principal. Happy to get started on the, what's the name of the game again, boys?
Webb's Most Searched Questions.
Webb's Most Searched Questions about
Cupertino High School.
Cupertino High School. If I don't know an answer, you gotta cut it.
Okay.
What are Cupertino High School's, oh, okay. What are the best food spots near, that's good, I can answer that. So my favorite food spot is Pizza My Heart. Good pizza. And they have that soda machine, you know, the one where you can pick what you want. It's good stuff. What else? What else is close by that I really like? That's probably my biggest one. I've only tried a few other things. The Mediterranean place across the street's really good, but I've only had something from there once. I tried a dumpling place down here by Cicero's. That was really good. I don't know the name of it. That was good too. And of course, Starbird, right? Starbird's got $9 salads on Mondays.
You can't go wrong with that.
Okay, what's next? Oh, my favorite part about CHS culture are the kids. You guys are amazing. You're wonderful people. You always do what's expected of you. You work super hard and you have a lot of fun. And you dance really well. So it is, it's a lot of fun. But I love the staff too, and the parents. But I don't want to, short anybody on that, but you guys are my favorite part. Okay, what's next? What unique CHS activities do few students know? That's a great question. A unique activity, well, we have a fabulous robotics team, right? Not many schools have that. I'm sure a lot of kids know about that. And our speech and debate group is award-winning, and not a lot of schools have that. So we could go that direction. What's unique? What are the unique activities here that not a lot of schools have? And I have to say, I've never worked at a school where so many kids are so good at dancing. So there you go. What are I can't pick favorite clubs. Are you kidding me? I can't pick a favorite club. There's too many great clubs at this school. I keep thinking though about the dancing. The dancing's amazing. I actually brought my college age and college graduated daughters last year to homecoming so they could watch the dancing. That's how impressive the dancing is. All the clubs here are great. I have to say that because they are. Very supportive, very inclusive, great way to do things outside of the classroom, kind of distract you from your academic challenges and the rigor of the academics. It's great to have so many amazing things going on campus. Now you're asking me history questions. Why is the mascot a pioneer? That's a great question. I do not know, except that it's a nod to the, basically to the 49ers, right? I don't mean the football team, but the people that were called 49ers who came to the area after the gold rush started. So Dusty's I'm sure he's a dude who used to work out in the gold fields trying to make money. You guys know school used to start, well, I should ask the question first. Why can't we start later than 8:30? I have two theories about that. School used to start at like 7:30, right? And if a school had a zero period, it would start at 6:50 or 6:55. Think about that. You guys have barely fallen asleep by that time, right? So if we started later than 8:30, we'd have to go to like 4:30. Which would be difficult for a lot of things, including people who like to work after school or need to work after school or sports or other activities in clubs, right? I mean, we have a band that practices late at night anyway. So the funny thing about a later start for school that I knew before we even went to it was human nature is such that if we tell you to be here at 9, you'll wake up later than you would have to get here at 8:30 and people will still be late. And I believe that high school kids, teenagers, if you tell them they can be to school at 10, they'll go to bed even later, right? So you're just moving human behavior down the clock, down the day a little bit. So I think 8:30 is a good time for us to start. Why is it so challenging? I think Cupertino is so challenging because there are a lot of kids who want that challenge, and a lot of kids here who have very high aspirations for themselves, and so we respond to the needs of our clients, right? The needs of our students, which is for a very rigorous high school program so that we can be prepared to apply to some of the best colleges in the United States. So that's why it's so challenging. Well, why is Cupertino High School Wi-Fi so slow? So we actually have pretty fast Wi-Fi. But you have to understand that we all get our Wi-Fi from the County Office of Education. So there's a little bit of a pipeline glut there. But also, if kids are here and they're able to tap into the network with their phone and their tablet and their computer, we have thousands and thousands of devices on our network. So that's where you end up having a little bit of a glut. But I tend to feel like it's pretty good. We had a glitch the other day because I think somebody might have cut the line somewhere over by the county office. They got that fixed, so we had that day without Wi-Fi. That was an interesting day, wasn't it? Going back to doing things on pen and paper. But I don't think, I have an issue with that question. I don't think our Wi-Fi is slow. That's my answer. Okay, last set. Oh, it's getting even darker in here. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. How are we different from other Fremont Union High School District schools? Well, I think every school is unique. Most of our kids come from the local neighborhood, so they know each other, which is great when they get here. I don't really know still enough about each of the other schools to know exactly what makes us unique, except that we're the pioneers, and they're not. So there. Oh, good. I can claim ignorance on this one. I do not know how Dusty's name was chosen. I do know that the 49ers, they were dusty because they worked in the dirt all the time. And back then, people didn't tend to shower or change their clothes much, so maybe that's where it comes from. How's my work-life balance? Well, this is a high-powered, demanding place to work, so I'm working on that. But I enjoy my weekends with my family and my wife, and we're still exploring Northern California because we've only been here for about 1.5 years at this point. So I do what I can, and we encourage everybody else to try to take some time on the weekends and do something fun and interesting to be refreshed and restored for Monday morning, right? I worry about this. How is the work-life balance for most CHS kids? I worry about this. I do. I worry about you guys. I worry about, what's the point at which you're doing too much? Because I do think people have very high aspirations for themselves, and with that comes a need to work super hard and not put a lot of time aside for fun. But I also feel like that's why our clubs and our sports and our ASB cabinet are so super important here, is because if we're going to work hard, we need to be able to play hard. And I think we do a pretty good job of that. But it's hard to be a teenager anywhere at any time in history. And it's definitely challenging to be one here at a time where everybody's got super high expectations for themselves. So that is something that we talk about a lot, and something that I think about a lot, and hopefully we can get kids to try to strike a bit of a balance in that. But I know it's hard because everybody wants to do well, and they're super highly motivated, and it's one of the great things about being here is being with a bunch of kids who are so highly motivated to really exceed expectations. So it's something we keep working on. Cool.
Thank you so much. Any, can we just get some closing remarks? Like, this was Mr. Schloss.
Yeah, hi. How you doing? This is your principal. This game was fun. It was a lot of good questions. There was only 1 or 2 that I actually couldn't answer. We got to figure out how Dusty's name was chosen. Who we have to ask is Mr. Morse. He will know.